Hello everyone, my name is Megan. If you're new to my channel, welcome back. You can not tell by the title of today's video, this is my fourth update in my 2025 No Pan Left Behind project. I am using my Urban Decay Naked Original palette this year, and I have made some progress. We've hit yet another pan, so I'm very, very excited about it. Let's go ahead and jump on in. I will say, I mentioned this with my last project pan update about a week and a half ago now, I guess 2 weeks ago now. That project is linked up in the cards. Oh, also, literally just got back from the nail salon. So these are my nails. They're just a pretty little yellow color. So if you are interested in knowing what my nails look like, because I do get questions from time to time, that's what they look like. But last month wasn't like the biggest makeup usage month, and so that is reflected a little bit in this project. Most of my eyeshadows received no use. However, the ones that did receive use, we have some progress. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on in. This is what the pan is, or the project, nope, this is what the palette is currently looking like. I have to get out of the way and then let it focus. But obviously the bottom, what I'm showing you right now, is current, and then the top is what we were working with last month. So there definitely has been a little bit of progress, and let's go ahead and actually talk about it. So the first color I have, I want to move whichever way I moved last time. I didn't like it, and it was different from the direction I normally move. Give me a second, I gotta look it up and figure out which way I went. Okay, so I moved off to this side and I didn't love it, so I'm gonna go this way this time. So now I'm just throwing things. Stay. Ow. Okay, so for starters, we have the shade Virgin. It is like just a standard inner corner highlight sort of a shade. Does it look any different? It shouldn't, because I didn't use it at all. So that color had 64 uses going into this month, and we still have 64 uses on it with, again, no additional uses. Then there is Sin, same thing. I did not use Sin at all this month, leaving me at 30 uses from last month. So here's what it looks like, exactly the same. Then I have Naked, which I hit pan on about 2.5 months ago, 2-ish months ago. And so since then I haven't really been focusing on it. I've just been using my bronzer that's in my project pan, but I did end up using Naked one time, bringing us to 47 uses this month. And I do think that it makes that pan just a little bit more visible, but again, that pan has been there for a hot minute. So Sidecar also received 0 uses. Here it is. And now where we actually get into some progress. Buck, I used it 13 times this month, bringing us to 50 uses total. It doesn't look like there's any progress being made. However, when I compared this to like when I first rolled the color in at the beginning of the year, there definitely is some progress happening. If I like run my finger very, very gently, like just tapping the pan, I can feel a slight divot. So I know that we're making progress. But the brush that I find like blends this color out the best on my eye is a very, very soft brush. And because of that, it does not really disrupt any of the color in the pan. So I don't know how long this will take, because these are really, really deep pans and we are very, very far away from hitting pan. But I have used it 50 times and we will just continue on from there. Up next, I have Half Baked. Half Baked is one that has received a lot of use this month. I used this color 12 times, bringing me to a total of 45 uses. You can tell, I hope, that the usage is kind of directed on like the side of the pan. And I honestly think that maybe by the end, oh definitely, I think that by the end of this upcoming month, like my next update, this will for sure have pan on it. This is a shade that I just use it on like a fluffy brush, and I dip in and I put it all over my lids to just kind of give like a soft diffused shimmer sort of a look. That has been my go-to, and honestly, because I'm seeing progress in it, I'm not wanting to like change my eye look at all, and you know, like to make it what am I trying to say? I'm not looking to change my eye look right now to use other colors, because I'm so determined to hit pan on that shade. Does that make sense? So like I said, we're at 45 uses. That I fully believe will have pan on it by next update, so I'm very, very excited for that. Up next is Smog. Smog I also have on my eyes today. It is what I use on my lower lash line most days. Smog was used 11 times this past month, bringing me to a total of 36 uses. Again, progress is not really noticeable, but it has also been focused on that right side of the pan. So I'm kind of hoping that just as time goes on, if I still use that to, you know, line my lower lashes, which I will use that to line my lashes for as long as I'm using Half Baked on my lid, I can see that continuing to create progress. Then we have Dark Horse. Dark Horse has some usage on it, which means if you've been around that something else must have hit pan. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But Dark Horse I used 9 times this past month, bringing me to a total of 21 uses. And again, as I've mentioned before, I do use this as a liner shade, so it does have that very distinct stripe going down the bottom of the pan. I mean, it'll be a hot minute, I believe, until that has actual pan on it, but for the time being, I can tell if there's progress, and because of that, I'm very happy. Then we have Toasted, which again, my primary focus this month has been, or ended up being, Half Baked and Smog, so I really haven't used Toasted at all. Same thing with Hustle. Hustle is a color that I use on my lash line, and because I'm still using Dark Horse, I have not used Hustle. But we have Creep, and Creep does have pan. So this is what Creep looks like. I'm so excited about it. I was telling y'all last month, I was like, there's no way that I have, like, how have I not hit pan? I have to be so ridiculously close. And sure enough, I had 41 uses at last update. Quite literally the next morning, I hit pan on that shade. I did proceed to use it for 3 days total, just to like make sure that I had enough pan that was like actually visible and not just like a teeniest little like hint of pan. So while it is a very small pan, it is clearly a pan nonetheless. But yeah, that brings me to 44 uses on Creep, and now I'm starting to use Dark Horse more so for my lash line, because again, I think for me, I just need to kind of like focus on one at a time, and kind of make my way through that. So there is that. And then lastly, Gunmetal, no surprise, 0 uses for the entire year. I have not touched that shade one time. So maybe one day, but that day is not today. But that is everything. Thank you guys for checking out my update. How do you think I did? I go back and forth. I am starting to feel, though, I was talking last time in my last update just about like I was losing some motivation, but again, like that visible progress is what I need. So since I've been focusing on like 1 to 2 shades kind of at a time, like right now my focus is to hit pan on Half Baked, and while I'm using Half Baked, I'm also going to be using Smog and Dark Horse, just because I think that those 3 look really good together. You know, once I hit Half Baked, I'll probably shift my focus over to Sin, and then when I'm using Sin, I'll also use Toasted and Hustle. So yeah, I think that's kind of just what I needed, was like just a little push. But yeah, that is that. If you appreciated this video, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you sticking around. I have started up on YouTube Shorts a little bit. I'm having fun over on Shorts, but let me know, do you guys enjoy watching Shorts? If so, what kind of content do you like to see on Shorts? Because, I mean, I'm sure I can come up with something, but I also want to make sure that it's something that you guys enjoy. I know I have, let's see, what do I have? I have like a nighttime skincare routine posted. I also have a morning skincare routine in editing, but I haven't posted that one yet. I did like a get ready with me makeup style. I did a little haul from when I was back in California. I have a declutter coming up. I have an OTD coming up. But honestly, I'm cool to do whatever. So like whatever you guys want to see, let me know if Shorts are something that you actually watch, or like what would you be interested in watching on Shorts, and let me know, because I really do want to like become active, like more active on this platform. I do have a lot of fun posting on YouTube. I just feel like I don't always have the time to do like the long form videos. So what I would do like in a perfect world is like stick to my 1 long form a week, and then have like what I've been doing is I have my main video posted on Mondays, and then Thursdays and Saturdays I'm posting Shorts, and like, you know, maybe one day we'll kind of switch that around, add in a second long form video. That would be like the goal, but it's not happening anytime soon. But yeah, so what are you guys interested in seeing? Because I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I want to obviously make things that people are going to enjoy. So with that being said, let me know down below. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate if you give it a thumbs up down below. Leave a comment if you feel inclined to do so. If you want to see more of me in the future, go ahead and subscribe down below as well. And with that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!